The Christ, y'all. I was just in there talking to the Lord, right? Because I'm just gonna say it's a touchy subject for my sisters and brothers of a black race. Why? Because that's all they stuck out is for us to get targeted, and knowing how the enemy is so tricky, right? Because United States, Babylon, as in the United States of America, a lot of slavery went around with us with our color. Like other nations, they had slavery too. This is what the Lord explained to me. A lot of people, and like I say, everybody had slaves. This go way back, and generation to generation. So out of these 10 nations, they also had slaves, and it's always one person that came in of their own, say tribe. You could say they own inherit, not saying inheritance. They own they own brand. How can I say it? Y'all know I'm trying to get this word. Satan trying to come against me. They own like ethnic. They race. Just say their own race. Like if they every 10 nations is always somebody out of their whole white race. Everybody has slavery, but in the United States of America, black people really showed out a lot. So I guess this is touchy subject with the United States of America because where I stayed, they got a lot of old plantation homes and everything. Everything's like its history is marked here for like slavery, United States of America. But in other nations, they also had slavery. Slavery was everywhere, and it's always one out the bunch that turn against their own people, their own kind. So the Lord telling me also, because with this Kamala Harris, she's just not actually black. She mixed with a lot of different race. So the thing is, this is what the Lord trying to get me to understand. Also, as us being black, because they always want to claim they black. Because I remember when she told Charlemagne, if, something about Charlemagne, something she told Charlemagne, something about Biden or something, black or something. I don't know, something she said. But a lot of us, even just like with the 10 nations, a lot of us go for these people because of our history we had. So like black people fight, they'll go with black people because they fight because the history we had. Then you got Russian people, they'll go behind this one because it's going for their history they had. The people that's in the past that was in slavery. So a lot of poor people, they go with their color and then religion and traditions and just their race and they how can I say this, ethnicity. They go along with these people because these people wolves and sheep clothing. They were once you, but then they get a position, they go forward and then they turn on you. Like just saying the slavery days with me, with my race. Black people is one black person turned against one, they say in the history, but one sold them when it was a traitor. Sold us to the other side. Same way with Russia, whoever, all these 10 nations, they pick on the vulnerable people, the poor people, the people that had they grandfather ancestors and stuff that been treated some kind of way in the poor thing, so they feed off of this. So people go for these folks, go for these people, and so they think because she black, they know that the black people we hard to, they know we stubborn, we hard to deal with. We ain't going with no anything, but they know this is a touchy subject. That's why they started off with their plot with the Black Lives Matter, so you could be acceptable when things come up when a black president, like everybody was okay with Obama. But these are wolves in sheep clothing, and the Lord got me to the point of He said, Matthew, let's read this. When He was talking about the wedding, He inviting people, but one crept in, and He put them out. Because they crept in. They crept in on people. And they going off the sensitive subjects of people, of the inheritance that they stole. They go along with these people that stole their inheritance from you because they want the riches and gain. So this is like the wolves in sheep clothing. So I don't know how to explain to y'all. I'm just like talking to the Lord, and the Lord like, don't you look back in slavery days? Didn't your own kind trade you out? He said it's the same thing about these 10 nations. One of their own kind came in and traded them out because they got into richer. They want money and glory and fame. So they'll turn their back on you. So you got to understand with the 10 nations, He said, just not because you black. He said, He just trying to talk to me on my own level. He said, but just not because you black. He said, it's all over with the 10 nations. That's why right there, they prey on the poor and weak. The poor people, and still robbing them of their inheritance. So you become an enemy because the same people that you was against going with our inheritance, stealing from your folks and doing your people wrong, you jumped on their side and you started doing the same thing to them. So I just want to try to get this out. I'm trying to get out to the best of my ability, the best way I can, because the Lord talking to me about this. And then that's when he brought me to the wedding party. He said, you see how one crept in that wasn't inviting? He said this was a wolf in sheep's clothing. So that's why good against evil. Because once they was on your side, because they understand how you brought up, they was on your side, but then they traded on you because they want riches and glory and money and all this. So now they become the same people that did you dirty. They become them to do you dirty. A wolf in sheep clothing. So y'all, I just try to give it to y'all the best I can. So we just trying to get the understanding out, because I'm like, Lord, and he said, hey, it's always gonna be a wolf in sheep clothing somewhere. So, and that's why with that they use her, because they want to go to the Old Testament, go back to slavery days, start doing to us, our 10 nations, them people that's all in with the 10 nations. They want to go back to doing you how they was doing it first. What your ancestors and them were doing. So it become like a repeat of history. Because this wolf in sheep clothing was once you went to the other side and then start going against you and gonna have you going back to the same thing over again. So it's a repeat thing. So I'm trying to get this out to the best ability, because I'm like, Lord, so he telling me this is it. He said that's why they want to go back to slavery. So we fighting for freedom. You fighting for freedom, thinking these people gonna give you freedom because they once was on the same level you thinking, but then they turn their back on you because they're not really for you. They coming against you. They want money and grain. They got on the other side with the evil people. They see how the money and stuff going, so they like, shoot, forget them. I'm gonna ride out with these and get my money too. So they start doing that. So this is what God trying to tell me. He trying to explain to me. This is how it is. That's why they want to go back to the Old Testament, because money, greed. They was one you. That's what God say, irresponsible sheep. They once knew him of doing good in the Lord, and then they went on and went to the other side and then started doing his people dirty because they want riches and glory. So this is what they doing in all the 10 nations. But he had to get on my level for me because I'm black. I'm an African American. So I'm not say African American. I'm a black woman. Let's say that. So I just want to put that out to y'all. That's why the 10 nations come together. Because evilness. They want to go back. The 10 people, these 10 nations, people think they finna be free. All these people think they finna be free with these folks. These people don't care about you. They want to go back to slavery, back to where your ancestors and them was at. What they was doing, took advantage of them. You gonna be their slave now. It's a wolf in sheep clothing. They turn their back on you out these 10 nations. But God finna stop that. He gonna break that cycle. That's why he said he gotta come and conquer the world and break it up, because it'll be a repeat thing. And that's why he said he coming back, to stop them from doing this, because this is what they're going to go back to. Y'all, so I just want to bring it to y'all how the Lord bring it to me. So I'm like, let me just share this with y'all, because some people probably out there lost and ain't getting understanding, because like I'm learning as the Lord teach me. So he just had to use my color as an example. What been going on generation. They've been robbing us of our inheritance, the whole 10 nations. Slavery is everywhere. The same people you worshiping, thinking they know, thinking they once was in your shoes, they can understand what you talking about. Because yeah, they was there. And they ancestors and all that. But now they done jumped on the other side. And they going against you, because now you finna be a slave again. Because they going on that side. Traitors. Good against evil. So I hope I explained this to y'all. Y'all know. Y'all will get it. Y'all be blessed in Jesus' name. Knowing things will never be the same. Worship and glorify his holy name, Jesus Christ.